I am Jesse Aguilar, candidate for CTA Vice President. I've been recently digging through artifacts that show who I am, what I believe, and what I value. I came across this video. On June 25th, 2022, on the campus of CSU Bakersfield, I gave a speech for March for Our Lives on the issue of school shootings. I got emotional. I'm not afraid of emotion, but the level of emotion surprised me. My voice wavered. I could feel the tension in my chest. It surprised me. I was speaking to why I became a teacher, to what we do as educators, to the relationships we build with our students. I was speaking to the nobility of our profession and to the very real reality that school shootings occur, and that what happened at Columbine or Marjory Stoneman Douglas or Sandy Hook could happen to us. It could be any one of us on any given day, and that those kids could be our kids. Saying those things affected me. I was overcome by the enormity of what we do, the generosity of those in our profession, the responsibility we shoulder, and the sacrifices we make every day. I shared this video because it shows viscerally what I believe and what drives me. Those two factors are crucial to the decision you all must make in the selection of the next vice president. Here's the video.
School district for the last 26 years. And for the last 4 years, I've been elected as a representative on the board of directors for the California Teachers Association. I became a teacher because teachers were the ones who helped me see something bigger in myself, because teachers were the people who seemed to genuinely care about me, because they were the ones that challenged me, helped me grow, and helped me become confident about who I was and what I could become. I saw in them what I wanted to be. I chose to teach at East Bakersfield High School because as an educator of color, I wanted students of color to see someone that looked like them at the front of the classroom. I wanted them to know that this profession was possible for them too. I understood that to become a teacher, I needed to understand pedagogy and how to write curriculum, how to assess for knowledge, and how to keep control of a room full of freshmen. What I learned later was that being a teacher also meant, actually mostly meant, listening to hopes, aspirations, dreams, struggles, and disappointments, celebrating life achievements, and consoling over life's tragedies. Teaching is a people profession. It's relational. You can't help but care for the kids in your classroom. We became protective of our students. We become emotionally invested in them. We worry about them. We cheer them on. Teaching now requires running through active shooter scenarios. Teaching now requires that I know how to use a fire extinguisher as a defensive weapon. Teaching now requires that I know how to use my belt to barricade my door. Teaching now requires that I be willing to take a bullet for my students. Teachers will take a bullet for their students. Teachers have taken bullets for their students. Victoria Soto was shot protecting students in Newtown, Connecticut. Scott Beagle was shot protecting students in Parkland, Florida. Yerma Garcia was shot protecting students in Uvalde, Texas. Time after time, teachers have taken bullets for their students. This is the America we live in, and it's obscene. We're living in an America where guns have more rights than teachers, where guns are valued more highly than our children, where guns are more protected than our neighborhood public schools. We're living in America where the slaughter of children is an acceptable sacrifice for the cultish worship of the Second Amendment, and where thoughts and prayers are generously sprinkled over the teddy bears and flowers of the makeshift memorials that spring up at our public schools after every school shooting. We're living in America where politicians bankrolled by the gun lobby avoid the G word. and gaslight us about mental illness, single entry points, and the need to arm teachers. If I wanted to be armed, I'd have become a cop. If I wanted to be armed, I'd have joined the military. I don't want to pack heat while teaching. I don't want to shoot my students. I don't want to shoot anybody. What I want is to teach without worry of being shot. How about that? How about we focus on common sense gun reform? How about we pass legislation that requires universal background checks for people wanting to purchase a firearm? How about mental health restrictions? How about red flag laws? How about we ban assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines? How about instead of more guns, we get more counselors in our schools? How about more nurses? Instead of more guns, how about more books? How about we stop enabling a sick gun fetish and start valuing people? How about we get to an America where parents don't have to worry if they'll see their kids at the end of the school day? How about we just stop this insanity? Look. We got Marissa Wood right here. Look, I became a teacher because I wanted to belong to a profession that I respected and that I thought made a difference in this world. I didn't become a teacher to become a target. I didn't become a teacher to watch my students become targets. We must do better. If a politician isn't on board, vote them out. If all they are willing to offer is thoughts and prayers, vote them out. If they refuse to have substantive discussions around gun regulations, vote them out. If their solution to the problem of guns is more guns, vote them out. We shouldn't have to live like this. Our children shouldn't have to live like this. We can do better. Enough is enough. Let's start behaving like a civilized first world country. Living in a war zone should not be okay. It should not be tolerated. And please, please vote in November. Thank you.